one of Alan's good friends, Esteban. Esteban, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me today. Basically, what I did is I went back and I compiled the conversations that I was having with clients and the CIOs and the CMOs and marketers and everybody, and that's the chart that you show now. And I tried to figure out what's the best way to present where social is today. We know there's a lot of hype. Everybody keeps talking about social being the revolution and being the next big thing and so forth. But I wanted to consolidate it into one chart, and I think that this chart does a really good job of showing where we are. Now, if you understand the hype cycle, essentially what happens, any technology, anything at all that we go through in life has the same cycle, which it is, starts with a trigger, anything that puts it in the map. In this case, for social, the social networks, Facebook and its growth, Twitter and its growth, that's what made social something interesting for marketers and for organizations. Following the trigger, we see a lot of hype. We talk about how it's going to solve all the problems in the organization, how it's going to do everything great. And this hype climbs all the way until we get to the top, to the peak of the inflated expectations, where we expect this technology to do everything, including potentially solving problems of our world peace and hunger and so forth. Then slowly we realize that it doesn't do everything. It falls down into the trough of disillusionment and slowly climbs the slope of enlightenment towards the plateau of productivity, which is no more than saying we finally figure out how to use it. Now, where we are today, I put the four collaborations, the four social elements that matter to our discussion. I put them in the chart. And where we are today, social media is entering the trough of disillusionment. Traditionally, when people say that, when Gartner says this, people, believe that it's not a good idea. It's not a good thing because disillusionment is not a good word. But in reality, the trough of disillusionment also highlights the beginning of the peak of adoption for organizations. So when you overlay the curves like you have in there, like you had them there on the screen, you can see that we are entering the area. We're entering the time when it's going to be massive adoption on social media, and we're entering the era where social CRM and social business haven't even got to that point. So we are actually at the point where social is just now, in 2012, beginning to become an issue for organizations, and we're going to see a lot more adoption this year and going forward for the next 2 or 3 years. Business has evolved over time. We always have done, adoption and integration of new technologies, adoption and integration of new ideas. Look at the time when we had like everything and then everything, right? I mean, we had e-commerce, we have i-commerce, we have m-commerce, we have all these things that we keep adding. But in reality, the business continues to be the same. We create a product, we market the product, we sell the product, we support the product, and we sell more. And that hasn't changed just because we have new channels and new technologies and new ways to do business. So most organizations that are smart, they realize that business continues to evolve, and what social is just another set of tools that is going to give them really good understanding of the customers, really good understanding of the interactions with the customers, and these social interactions would actually become part of the everyday, operations for them.